ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting story. Okay, Japan has a campaign to try to get their younger generation to drink more. To drink more, and the reason is, of course, taxes. when taxes revenue is down, a lot of countries, at least I know here in America, they'll do whatever they can to get those tax dollars up. So let's first discuss why are they doing this. And in an article I read, it was stated about 30% of people in their 40s to 60s drink on a regular basis, compared to just 7.8%, which is almost 8%, of people in their 20s. Now, of course, because recent things that's been out there in the air and recent kind of lockdowns that's taken place, it has really affected their tax money when it comes to alcohol sales. So Japan received 1.1 trillion yen, which is about $8.1 billion in alcohol tax in 2021. That was 1.7 of overall tax revenue, compared to 3% in 2011, and it was as high as 5% of their total tax revenue in 1980. So as you can see, compared from 1980 to 2021, the Japanese younger generations was really drinking less. To me, hey, I kind of think that's a good thing, but I am not a tax collector, so let's see why they basically, and what's their competition that's going to take place. Sometimes I look at stories like this and I read them, they confuse me, but then when you get back to the meat of it, it's about money. That's basically what about money. Now, basically, there's going to be a campaign that's going to be overseen by the National Tax Agency. And this campaign is going to try to stimulate and get the younger people to drink more alcohol. And they're going to use advertising and sales technique like artificial intelligence and the metaverse. The metaverse, a lot of people, that's something of the future. Advertising things in your, just on a daily basis and putting little notes here and there where you see them, but you really don't see them. And by the end of the day, you want to purchase something that you never even thought about purchasing the entire week before. That's kind of where a lot of things are going. They've been that way in regular commercials, but a lot of times you can just shut a commercial off and you can mute it. Now, this contest will basically be gathering all type of information for promotional ideas to get these younger Japanese men and women to drink more. Now, the open applications will take place until September the 9th. Then the finalists will be invited to basically another meeting in October before the final tournament that would take place in Tokyo in November. And of course, the winner will receive support for their plans in commercializing their ideas. I don't know if too many regular everyday people is going to be involved in this, but I can see where some of the bigger advertising agencies may try to get into this competition. But that's on one side of it. Of course, taxes. It's taxes. But let's take a quick look at the flip side of it. There's a lot of people that's upset about this. That's basically saying, are you serious? You really trying to get our younger generations that are in their 20s to drink more? Shouldn't we trying to be getting them away from drinking? And the Japanese health ministry in the past has warned against excessive drinking. But, once again, tax dollars, you gotta go with tax dollars. And you got to go with, if the tax dollars, like in America, is going to bring in more revenue from them, that's why they start legalizing some things. We got that legalized, wild grass that grows out there in some of the states in America. Why? Because tax dollars. And soon as the American federal government figure out how to start taxing that wild grass that grows out there, it's going to be. Why? Tax dollars. But I just thought this was pretty much an interesting story, because I didn't view the Japanese culture that way. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Korea for a year, but I spent a month in Japan. I thought Japan was a beautiful place, and I was treated very respectffully and nicely by the people when I was there. I actually wanted to visit Japan, but of course, when I was in the Philippines, but with the things that's kind of the way the borders are shut down and different things, I was not able to do that. But maybe still in the future I will. So I was kind of really shocked by this story. Now, if you have any comments, please put them down below, because I just want to get other people's take. And do you think this is a good idea? Because we know in America, as a first world country, it takes a lot of tax dollars for first world countries to basically run themselves. But then again, you're going to be hurting yourself and your citizens also. So to me, this is kind of looking like a double-edged sword. So please just leave your comments below. And till next time, stay positive.